Hey guys, what is up? Fake Nuke and Records back here again today with another Every CD I Own review. Today we're going to be talking about Neil Young's Zuma, of course, released in 1975 and with Crazy Horse. I can't forget that little bit in there. I don't know why it's so bright in this room recently. But yeah, here we are with this album. I'm not going to lie, it is a I'm just gonna say this straight out, straightforward. Neil Young is not an artist I really like. I don't enjoy his singing voice, so I will say this isn't my favorite album of all time. Um, if you are a big Neil Young fan, I am sorry. My grandparents are huge Neil Young fans. I do not like Neil Young, and I do not like hearing him a lot of times because I think he kind of sucks singing. But there's still some highlights on this album, some really good stuff, and the whole reason I bought this album, of course, is primarily one song, which y'all could probably guess. But yeah, let's just go through some of my positives. I do really like "Don't Cry No Tears," "Drive Back," and 'cause "Drive Back's" a little bit of a heavier song, more hard rock style instead of the more traditional like folky, soft singer songwriter kind of songs of the '70s. Uh, so it's cool getting that drive back, and then of course the absolute epic Cortez the Killer, and then the final track Through My Sails, which is kind of a cop out to be fair, because that is a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young song pretty much, because it is featuring all of them. Um, so overall, this album, like, just the instrumentation, I think is really good, and the songwriting is really well done. Lyrically, there's definitely some good stuff in here. It's like, just to me, like, this isn't really that bad for Neil Young. I don't think there's like a song I'm like, damn, I absolutely hate this song, and it's completely ruined by his vocals. Um, but I do think, like, to me, he has the same problem as a Bob Dylan, where I just can't really get into him as much because I really don't like the style of singing he has. Even though I do really like this, do like this cover a lot. Sorry, I don't. Kind of gives me Far Side vibes. So yeah, it's just one I don't have a lot to say about because I just don't know. I mean, Cortez Killer, like, I could talk about that song all day. That song is masterfully written. The guitar and that, like, the guitar work in that is so fucking beautiful. Um, the whole, like, it takes you through a story of, like, you know, Cortez coming to the new world and um, you know, kind of killing the uh Native Americans and Native South Americans and all that. So it is cool. Yeah, I think Native South Americans would be the more right because I think it talks about like the man. I'm gonna be wrong when I say like the Aztecs and stuff like that, but you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, this is a weird album to rank for me because I don't think like I think songwriting ability wise it could go an A. Like, it is very good, but it kind of knocks it down for me um, to maybe something like this. I will say I think some of the songs on here carry it more than like Schaefer Barlow Project's covers and rework songs. Can't really count that. Shiny No So Bright is good. It's good. Smashing Pumpkins. Is it as good as this album? Probably not. So I think as much as like I would think Neil Young, I'd be like, oh man, that's a C tier album just because I don't like Neil Young. I think this album uh kind of lends itself to being more than just Neil Young singing. I think it's some of it's really well written. And personally, I know Harvest is like a huge album. From what I've heard of Harvest, I think I prefer the songwriting on here. Maybe that's travesty to Neil Young fans. I'm sorry. Um, but overall, I just like. I mean, Cortez really just carries this album hard for me, and I still think some of the songs are really strong. Even like "Stupid Girl" is like pretty decent. Like some of the other songs though, just kind of like it kind of blends in through the listening experience. I think, um, yeah, I just think it's kind of okay. Most like, I think the rest is like well made. Just like it blends in with the album, and it's still good, just not as memorable when you have like if Cortez the Killer like was like the standard for the track or for the album, how it was, it would probably be uh up in S tier for me, like bottom of S tier, just because I couldn't put it in the top. But like I think Cortez is still an S tier song. It might be one of the best songs out of any of these albums on here right now. but it's just hard to put that up there. Um, yeah, it's just a weird album for me to put anywhere. So if you guys are big Neil Young fans, I'm sorry if you guys are upset with this. Like I said, it's just I'm not a big fan of his vocals, so that's kind of why it knocks it down to B. Even though I think this is a strong album, and I think it probably, other than Crosby, Still, Nash and Young overall, is probably my favorite work from Neil Young. So thank you all very much for watching. If you guys want to stay tuned for another episode, subscribe, turn the notification bell, like this video for new episodes. Stay tuned. Peace.